Hello there, Internet. I am your host, J-Man. Welcome you all back. So let's play Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. We left off. Well, we found out more about the mystery school. We found out that not only did Kyoko's dad actually did care about his daughter, but we also found out that seemingly in the past, we seemingly were chose to stay here for the rest of our lives. Well, one last time we look at our evidence. So we all know what happened last time. The victim died mysteriously there. Several rooms were locked at this point, but the headmaster's room 4th, Biolab 5th, and Monokuma door on the 4th floor, and the second floor dormitory area. In addition, these rooms, areas were connected to Mukuro Kusawa's death in the garden and dojo. The Monokuma room and the data room revealed that how Monokuma worked. There's also the biolab on the tarp in the that played a part in Mukuro's murder. Mukuro. According to the headmaster report, Mukuro did not have a single scar or wound when she came at Hope's Peak. In addition, they found out more about her, and that this info matched the body that. There's also a group called the Ultimate Despair. 1 year ago, they brought about the worst event in human history. They're motivated by despair, making them seem like those desirable people. We also found them bones, which turned out to be Kyoko's dad. We also found this really cute picture of Kyoko. I just want it adorable. We also found this emergency handbook, which we used to open every door imaginable. We also found this notebook of the second dormitory and the Yasuhiro's name in there. We also found a little locker notebook that may or may not belong to Kyoko, which may belong to Kyoko. And at the spare walks, Amukus. There's also in the biolab, it's a morgue. It seems like the blue light comes on when the slot's occupied. We also found this picture of everybody. We're all wearing matching uniforms. And Chihiro looks adorable. And that while Toko just like that share the same knowledge, their individual memories are separate. Kyoko attests that both stabbed head. And we also found a DVD of everybody interviewed there. However, we weren't able to watch it all the way through because Monokuma was acting like a little shit that day. Well, there's no other option. This is the end. Let's get ready. Oh, Raz!
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me.
Damn it, Yasuhiro!
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Again, why? Why did this guy not die? Damn it. I love and hate Yasuhiro at the same time.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves What? This doesn't make any How could the...
No, it's wrong. It's not just you three. I have evidence.
What? You two?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group.
And Taka again being a good boy doing his taxes.
Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
What?
But that can't be right. See?
He say no say.
I'm the only one not in it.
Okay. Okay, first of all, Makoto looks like he's, he looks like he's in dire pain. Either he's crying in sadness because he just wants to cry and doesn't want to be there, or he's running in fear because Sakura might run over him. And then there's Celeste like in the back being like, what are these peasants are doing? Taka be like, good job, Atlantis! Do it, bud! And then there's Chihiro being adorable Taka. Also, why does, is it me or is Sayaka bustier than she normally looks? I think it's probably just me. My favorite was okay.
Hero, you have a picture too, right?
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important.
And like Shira Leon be like, oh yeah, look at my wakas. Eating donuts. Mondo probably sleeping. Jill's in that picture? Wait. Maybe I don't know that Chihiro is a boy yet. Or did she always send for Master? For Leon? I mean for... Okay. Leon be like, I'm also bitch.
So the secret in the...
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one...
But you're in my picture. You're the ones.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning the mastermind laid a trap. To make us each think, huh? I laid a trap? How rude! What grounds? I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the... So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
All right. Of course.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo.
When we each saw our picture,
Figure.
Yeah, I thought that must.
You know, Makuma trying to confuse us.
Listen, can I see everyone's group? It's not directly connected to what we're talking.
sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Saying about this group of ways. All right, Byakuya's pick. He's splashing Junko. Oh yeah, Byakuya's on the picture, but Mikuro's probably on here, and Chihiro looks very out of place there. Hina's up there. And Sakura, sure you're getting a giant fish on Hifumi, and oh god, Hifumi's probably gonna kill Taka of that. Oh wait, Taka already died. Oh yeah, that pic of Sayaka, that also got cardboarded. Apparently something funny is that the guy does make non Sayaka stuff. He recently made like 48 cardboard cutouts of MatPat, which it's funny. And he also made like a parody thing about with Genshin Impact. I really hope that's I really hope that the guy that Spike Chunsoft takes notes. And hires him to promote the hires him for something, because that'll be hilarious. There's something straight about them. I can't pin it down. Something.
Can you just forget about the photo? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing.
So, no. I assure you, they're quite.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a. So it's gotta be a fake.
But you know,
Huh?
don't get me wrong. I don't. Is that really enough to be?
What do you?
Now I understand.
Yay, JRPG trope.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memory.
Oh, I get. As if. You expect me to believe such an
Yeah.
That's a lot of picture ammo.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't. Ever since I got to this, I remember.
No, it's wrong. Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same.
You're not gonna show us something.
No,
Yeah, but Smell Koopa took our porn.
it's a video of all of us.
Being interviewed.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean, all of.
you lie. I never.
No, it's not a lie. The headmaster did in.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would.
It's not about what you expect me to believe all this.
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have.
How can you say that?
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recorded. What were the interviews of?
The headmaster sat each of us down. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in.
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life in.
Why? Why would you say yes to?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth. There's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all. And this isn't like some normal. You stole those specific.
Oopsie.
Of course. There's no way we would.
How? Come. That hardly. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we open, would you really believe anything I said?
What matters is figuring out what memories you took. The interview with the headmaster, taking that group, there must have been a purpose to it all.
Of course there was a purpose.
You mean the motive you came up with?
That has something to do with the memory.
But that purpose. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the club.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So we do that. Other way, I can't explain the last memory.
So who did it?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind. That much I'm sure of.
When you... the mastermind...
They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly. You're just making the mastermind is.
No, it's wrong. There's no question that
How do you know?
in the back of the data center, I found a. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all, so there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any... In which case, there also can be no doubt that the master... Recall what Makoto told us...
One second. I'm sure Robert told us, but the killer game again was 62.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can...
So we're the... It's not me!
Well, it's what? Cuz it's super.
Oh, I get it. The old...
Aw, nuts!
Wait!
Everyone, calm down. The mastermind's true identity will become clear.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds...
Yeah, well, how much time have we...
He's right. If you want something to talk about, we haven't fully established what
Huh? But I thought we figured that out.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. Wouldn't you agree?
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right? It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed...
Consider this. What if the murder itself?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for... If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would...
That doesn't. Because she had a. Huh? Isn't it obvious? She was the.
You're wrong.
She denied me. It's not weird, okay? Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been a hundred. So when you think about it, obviously.
No, it's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer the file we found in the head. Despite the time she spent in battle after when she entered this school, she had
To be denied.
anyway. So we can, in which case, they,
As a matter of fact, when examining her body,
unless anyone has any better the wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Yeah, failed trip had.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, so who was it?
Don't attack me unless anyone else.
I got it! The one who attacked. When we discovered Mukuro, I naturally assumed, but I was wrong. It wasn't her at all.
What are you? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting. Let's start off with your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? You can't really know who was under that. The true identity of the masked attacker is.
Booker had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo. Should be obvious. How did this go in the anime?
You never saw their face, so you can't have. I'm telling you now. Was you're wrong. There's another part of the. Oh? Is it the
Right.
or the left? Maybe the.
Or perhaps the.
Or could it
Be.
the hips? You never saw their face, so you can't have any. I'm telling
No, it's wrong. Mukuro had a tattoo on a representation of Fenrir. In other words, but I saw the right hand. And there was no. So there's no.
Yeah, well, okay. You got, but that still doesn't. It could have been, you know.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and
Yeah! We were in the gym too.
Okay, sure, but what about Kyoko? Uh-oh.
if you insist.
Huh?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing.
Kyoko's moving her hand.
hands.
I think I left out gasp. It's more than just burned
Awful,
skin.
isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective.
I thought you didn't want anyone.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the master.
Kyoko's a savior, she said to them. Put my gloves back on.
My scars should. Makoto, did the person who attacked.
No.
Then this much has been. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked.
On top of my secret being revealed. Sorry. Did I?
Not at all.
Sure. As long as it means push. Because if you haven't noticed, the serpent.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before.
On the contrary, We don't know.
You're not going to tell us.
I promise you, without a doubt.
Then somehow she was killed in secret.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time.
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed.
Then she was.
To hide a body here. To just
Okay, there's only one place. I can't think anywhere else.
I got it!
I did it!
Mukuro's body was probably kept in the
Biolab?
That's right. So it's the perfect place to hide.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one.
oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have.
This proves that the tarp originally came from. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers. And
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
there is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty
Worked up?
now that the conversation, because the key to uncover.
Talking about.
You see, the biolab.
La la la, I can't hear you.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about
What one?
your family?
What?
Don't tell me you... So what do you think?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as...
Calm down, Makoto.
Yeah, can you calm down? Can't let him get to me. This thing has been violent. You want to show him up. Exposing consistency of the flame. Has to be the area. Moment of truth.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Ah! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! 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 I'm not listening!
This should prove it. The inconsistency Kyoko's
What are you talking about?
like I said before. And as part of that, that's where everyone.
And it was set up so that when a...
In other words, if the blue.
But I counted up the number of blue lights, and there were only.
Why does that matter?
Oh my god, V.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on.
That's simple. Just recall...
Saika died first. Then Junko. Then Leon. Chiro was 4th. Mondo got buttered in 5th. Taka was 6th. Then Hifumi was 7th. Celeste should have been decapitated. Sakura was 9th. And the victim in 10th was Mukuro.
That's right. But according to the lights in the biolab, only...
You're seeing a dead body?
I got it! The mastermind.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body. And yet, for body...
It may very including Monokuma's executions. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost.
Oh, Mondo's body got buttered.
I got it! What about if... Officially, 10 murders have... But one of the victims may have been murdered.
Murdered and...
If that's the case, there...
Could easily have happened.
Sounds like you're already
It was Mukuro before she was killed as...
and that's why the body had to be
No, that's crazy. Besides,
All you have to do is look at...
nothing's gonna become because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Are you sure about that?
Who is this? Was it Saya Junko? Leon
Chihiro Fujisaki, Mondo Owada,
Kiyotaka is
Hifumi Yamada, Celestia Lu, whatever. Or maybe...
No, there's no...
No, it's wrong. Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury...
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, come to
Remember
think
what
of it,
happened to her?
gun year was
She
another
was
thing they
impaled
mentioned.
by a bunch of spears.
Which, knowing my genealogy of the Holy War,
And Mukuro died from a number when you compare that to the
Then the similar.
Yes. And that explains why those two...
So let me see if I have Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple Then her body was kept in the biolab for however. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered...
It's really true? Mukuro? Wait, so then...
It means that there haven't, which also means that among.
And that's the true identity.
Who is it? Who's behind?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She took... and made it look like... So, Mukuro is still alive. A little silence.
how do I believe that Kurumi Kasapa is still alive?
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't...
No, it's wrong. No. The body we found in the garden, the body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her, right, Kyoko?
She was 5'6", everything in her profile.
And then there's the matter of the fed...
Oh, first it could be. Oh crap, not Taka. Oh, I'm not sure about this birthday all the time. No, Taka's too much a good boy to do taxes.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive.
Are you sure?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead,
But they
You
said
saw
she
her getting-
photoshopped and shit because
if Junko were still alive, the death we saw. But you yourself confirmed.
yeah, I placed my hand on Junko's like body, touched her wrist pulse. They seem like moves up, but she really is dead.
She was dead.
So,
It must be.
then you're withdrawing.
I know you gave it your.
This case hasn't been decided. You haven't given up on.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up.
That's all well and good, but how did Junko absolutely?
Both of them are dead.
I think we need to. Let's assume Junko is.
Junko survived. I checked. She was dead. I'm sure of it. So you realize about it can't be Casey. Trick. Egg turned to butter.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched? That's right. Before the spears, specifically Mukuro Ikusa,
Then that would make it Mukuro's.
which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know any. That had to be Junko.
Yeah, you're saying this. Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way that. So maybe the whole idea.
I got it. Two of them may have switched places. Yes, from the. If that's when they switched. Then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already.
Hold on. It's actually
Dear guy.
Had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known that. That would easily allow the two of them to.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the. Junko never had any tattoo.
She could have hidden it. If she did, it likely melted away in the. Plus, there were the fake nails. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
At least I did my nails today.
Really did use.
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, so I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is
So Mukuro, the ultimate. In other words, it would be.
what's wrong? Lost.
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept.
Then why haven't you been saying it?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret.
Then why did you try and protect Junko?
I tried to protect her. When did I?
So here's a minute, but
I got it.
I
While
did
was
it.
in the AV room, watching the.
Makoto, like service.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the vid is because you didn't.
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that...
And if Makoto saw it would have been totally obvious that the Junko
That whole power outage.
Well, it was a fluke. It was out daily power outage. Junko didn't he?
Punishment is waiting for. Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's impossible. That's impossible.
This should prove it. The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. I noticed it just a little while ago when we were in all the photos.
Yeah, kind of think of it. Well, Taco's too busy being a good boy to do taxes.
I got it! Junko's fate, the one thing common to every...
Me all being an RC.
It's hard to believe her face would jump. And on top of that, so in other words, at that... With all that in mind, there's no... Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face... That the Junko...
I believe everything Makoto said. Junko and Mukuro.
So she killed Mukuro is still...
And she's the one she's the true Xanadu.
With this, the
Xanadu
identity
times
and
two?
crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
Oh yeah, Xanadu is an old JRPG, like ancient. Look it up.
No, wait! Don't bother trying to there's no more room for I'll prove every...
All right, wow. All right, she's doming.
The killer is... you! We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived, but that wasn't the real... The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place, and that girl's name was Mukuro. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, Junko and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab until Junko decided to put... Junko dragged the body out of the biolab. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven it. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think...
Stop right there!
Mask and then attack him. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken...
Jojo. Why did Odyssey Hero look very off in that pic? Kaboom!
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she needed to hide the bomb. She had to make sure we didn't find out this is the truth behind Luke, and the one who carried it all out is the truth.
It was
The real Junko and
Jojo.
The
Jojo.
whole story behind this.
What? Are you
You can't get out of this, so
Come on! It's
It's not like you're an endangered species.
Give it up, Junko.
Over. Did you really think the story would end once we Wrong! There's still plenty more.
Suddenly turns to sexy naked anime lady. Okay, it's wrong about the sexy part, but not the naked one.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Hey, I know you want to call other people peasant, you peasant!
If you swear your
And-
fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
And Celeste Ghost shows up like, yeah, same for me, you bloody peasant, you poor people! At least I can read my Twilight Fantasy in peace,
We've
though.
even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
I don't want anything this woman is cooking.
Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
No! Oh, by the way, so this is actually meant to be a parody Dragon Quest.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Which is funny because, if you don't know, Spike, the Chunsoft, the actual company that made this, actually made the original Dragon Quest. Spike ended up merging with them. Not only that, but the guy who was like a key developer for the original Dragon Quest is now a major executive at Spike Chunsoft, and coincidentally was also a producer for Danganronpa 2.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of
The mastermind? She's Junko Noshima?
looks like I finally
Yeah, because
having to play Monokuma all the time. It was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. Huh? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time
now I'm seeing it. So I got to school.
I got it! That's right! It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory.
So now that the big plot twist, if everybody hasn't done this, so it probably wasn't obvious, but so I can finally talk about the status of the JMod. So originally JMod canon is basically an altered timeline where none of the events of the games happened, and if you're wondering how Monokuma exists, but you go, yeah, everyone else is alive, well, basically, Monokuma does exist, but basically, since Juko never discovered the spare and Juko was normal, well, she was still an ultimate, just sane. She actually became the ultimate, she founded a clothing company, and Monokuma just so happened to be the clothing company's icon. And yes, like everything popular, bootlegs will exist, and that's how the bootleg pin ended up.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this...
I seen some poster before, but something could come out reality. Huh? Oh, you're talking about the covers and junk? Of course, I'm like totally photoshopped. You know, like edit the hell back of like computers and junk. Oh yeah. Oh, so not real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins. I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different...
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Ugh! That again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if...
Well, I suppose I'd better for my plan to work. Someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
Well, joke's on you. I'm the letdown of the family.
Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your... I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously ranked, atrociously filthy, atrociously... It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go... And that's... Sadly, her inability to match my personality...
Yeah, she turned sexy secretary.
It was a lost cause.
I actually did run some cosplayers at con once like this. And yes, the Jinko cosplayer did the foul mouth pose.
She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra, being the utter disappointment that she was.
Like me!
I would have expected her to get killed, which is precisely why I killed her.
Can't...
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen,
Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson.
How can you talk like you sacrificed your own sister? How does that not even
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot. Jeez, misunderstanding, sure. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations.
You're like that one guy in Final Fantasy VIII, the guy who keeps saying you know.
Despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born when I was born. I cried tears up, so that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we... So you just murdered. That's not true at all.
Now she's emo. And has fungus.
That's why it gets me so.
She has someone's foot fungus.
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. It's like super despair. No, more than the super. It just feels.
What the hell?
And my sister.
So many things.
I think she must have felt that. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, she must have died feeling such excruciating. I'm so jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormal.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
If you really want to have kind of a spare fetish, just look at DeviantArt. Or Chris Chan's life.
Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole.
You're saying I don't compare to some. So I'm hopelessly attractive. I'm the hopelessly perfect.
No.
I'm a Mary Sue.
Master's way more.
Ah! Stop simping for him, woman!
Don't you mean had?
What did you just say? What do you mean by...
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
I can't handle this bitch! If you don't know what just happened right now, I just hit myself in the head multiple times with my old case where I carry my old 3DS games. I took my glasses off to not break them and probably stab me in the eye. Because, good God, that was my reaction when I first saw this part.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away.
Are you talking about on the...
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memory.
damn straight? That's exactly what. Then
I can't.
All right, then let's just get straight.
When the group pictures were taken, I got it. It must have something to do.
No fair. At least.
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you all the memories you lost.
King Coca.
I got it. You're talking about the motives you provide.
So you do remember after all. It was stupid of me to even ask. I
She's acting like
apologize from the
Dio.
bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
You cry, just hit harder. You're wrong, I'll speed up faster.
So then, let me ask, did you notice that each motive I... Yep, you got...
Well, there was
inside
money.
was murdered. What was the theme?
Theme he presented us. Duties.
I got it.
I don't have any connections.
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point.
I love
is human
thunder.
connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Each video showed the total destruction. For example, your family. I ruined all those relationships and showed you it was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart, but still.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well.
Okay! Time, so...
The second part of the gun got the weird envelope, so mentioned how I used to wet the pads. I used to piss myself all the time. And still do.
I got it!
42?
It was...
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That
Yeah, this actress did all the kind of crazy shit.
embarrassing memories and secrets! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to...
No, it was an
How long
accident.
do you plan on
It was
dragging
an
this out?
accident. He had no... He... When he killed Chihiro, he realized he fucked up. And... While yes, it was partially done to prevent Mondo from being found out guilty, but I also think he did it to protect Chihiro's secret. Yeah, I remember like posting about this, how I still think Chihiro's death was an accident. Somebody actually had the audacity to call that whitewashing. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Relax, relax. So...
It was Twilight Fetish.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it?
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah!
Okay.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all
And she should have been decapitated.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go...
Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass...
Betrayal.
In her case,
Precisely.
You
Once I
cried
revealed
just a
Sakura's
hunter.
betrayal. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betray? These are all pretty standard motives, right?
But of course, those aren't the only motives. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to... This is what we...
Seed of despair.
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also... And that nourishment is hope. The two sides of the same coin.
How much longer is this stupid speech? Weren't we discussing our
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. What I'm trying to say is, you see, by taking, of course that hope merely exists.
How could taking away...
And plus, you haven't given up.
Is that so? The mere fact that that's what you want.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have... That is why we took your memory.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories.
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our...
What? Why the hell?
But it's not enough. I put so much effort into... So, just like Crazy Yeti slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint. Then, okie dokie. I'd like for you to see...
The outside world?
the world beyond...
So something really did happen.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna scoop? I see your faces. Now, behold! Look, this is the outside world you've all been so...
Dear God.
about? What?
This is a scene from
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
Where is it? How does she recognize? I think it's insane.
Is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
It's like this actress was trying to. Unleash her inner Patrick Sights.
Come on, bitches. Remember or what the fuck happened?
When it comes to that crazy, confusing,
I don't understand. What's the
meaning of it, is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling me what am I supposed to be remembering?
No, it's wrong. Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other two of them share certain
I see. Then even if one...
What do you say?
Are you? No.
Toko, you're the only.
Da-da-da-da-da!
Thank you.
Me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
Hello, woman.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
Oh god, Apache helicopters!
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but
Of course it does!
You remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar.
More importantly,
Huh? What's the matter, man?
a tragedy.
Oh no!
Just answer the
Because
question.
no, don't. He's.
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
I'm sorry, just getting that.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way.
Is
The world's been destroyed. Get it?
explain yourself.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made, but it was more on the level of a worldwide. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event, and as a result, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete
Well, it just so happens I don't know. Miss Morosa, I'll play out in real time.
Morosa?
Ask her.
I've been pronouncing it
You
wrong.
already did, and she didn't know anything.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations.
Okay, that's enough of your whatever happened. It doesn't matter. The end justifies the means. The world has ended.
How can the world just end?
Calm down.
No, it ends with you.
There's no need for every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ends.
Oh, come on. Now you're...
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. It's the story of the Togami Corporation.
What?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Correct. Well done, peasant.
Call me peasant one more time. I will go to jail.
But I didn't say anything.
I just got so fucking bored waiting. I couldn't even if you're wrong. Eventually you'll figure it out, right?
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you?
But do you think it might be a...
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya...
What?
I can confirm that his entire family...
Stop.
Stop! And said, you must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on.
I don't know.
There's no way that happened to you. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up...
Have you...
Mistake?
Well, if I'm understand, it sounds like you think the Well, yeah. A few. Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy.
Cheers, that mean?
What the hell is this kid trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny. And the truth is, so, you must surely understand what are the memories.
Come now, answer up.
I...
Damn, I feel bad for Byakuya so much. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this playthrough of mine is actually making me like Byakuya more.
I got it! If we accept...
I mean, granted, I still don't forgive him for what he did to Chihiro's
We all
body.
lost our memories of the last...
Nope. Nope. No. I mean...
No, so much no!
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
And then Byakuya pulls out a revolver and poof.
Seriously? This was...
There, now we can all go bloody home.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time...
I don't remember that...
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years. Hell no! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events. Heck, I've never even...
No, it's wrong.
Did I keep Hiro alive because they needed an idiot?
Hiro, there's something... This notebook right...
Huh?
I found it in the locker, if you don't mind.
Sure, whatever you want.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kind of... This is absolute... But how is this... No.
It looks like you actually did attend class, but somehow...
Lies.
I don't want to believe it, but there's also no explanation.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting is but just like Hiro.
And the reason for that?
After seeing all the evidence,
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral. Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossom?
Dear.
How many fun classes? And on top of that, something the biggest, most awful, right before everyone's eyes. You absorbed all that despair, and once you've forgotten, you made the choice to. Oh, and there's one of.
Actually, never mind.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the. This world is just so desperately fucking bored.
What are you
In a way, I'm jealous to give yourself over.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourself.
Figure out where your memories come apart.
I got it! When did I lost my memory?
Yeah, it's almost
Think of any time other than that day.
midnight right now.
When I first came to the when I passed out.
Wow, so I don't know much about. And your sense of time got all messed. I guess it must have been some.
After I passed out, I assumed
But instead,
the reason it felt so shook?
You got it, honey. 2 years of memory.
When everyone met for the first. Unaware of this fact, you took the time.
But by that point, we'd already spent. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
yep, that's what they revealed. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years, and it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terrible.
you're the one who said that.
I love you.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought it's only natural.
So, since I love you guys so much, all about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair.
Oh, Sarah, all mankind?
Let's go back in time, back to when everyone first came to this school life during that first year. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
Celeste is still trying to kill him for me.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair. The biggest, most awful. All too soon. And as you can imagine, the tragedy even made its way here, leading to...
What? The most tragic event in human history. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Muku. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. It was none of those. How despair is contagious, you know. It's almost... Everyone is... And now the entire world...
In other words, if you see
I just don't understand.
we didn't ask you to try to understand.
Okay. Hope's Peak had taken so much. The members of the 78th class.
And then, something super neat! Now pay attention, because this is important. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that. Do any of you know who that might be?
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster. He wanted to turn the school to protect us. That's why he asked us to say that we were willing to live in this.
We believe he had something like that. If you, the collective hope of a new...
Yeah, the headmaster.
And because we had that. That's why we.
But creating the shelter...
Suddenly, Persona 5!
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had
Yeah.
already made our way into
So he
school.
knew that Mukuro had ties, yet didn't do anything about it? I feel bad, but that's just really dumb of him to do.
So what was supposed to be a shelter became a cage that made it I have to say, it
By the way, under the headmaster's direction,
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about.
once you finish building your and thus
Me and Mukuro had come here.
That moment where you all began killing.
and the only reason you survived,
Why?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last.
What are you?
well, it would seem that there's a little bit, so I thought I should show them.
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwave.
Uh-huh. That's exact to show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was. The world watched as you fell into despair. And despair is as contagious.
By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come.
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school expelled them. I have to thank you. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us to bring
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right?
give and take? You're so full of shit.
It's very weird seeing Makoto swear.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive.
Yeah, when he swears, you know you pissed him off. He's a good boy, just not a good boy that does taxes. No, he commits tax evasion.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you despair.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? You solved the mystery, but despair. Don't tell me. And if we did, our final if you were bold enough to solve, how would you
See? Discovering the truth.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were, I mean, with the world meaningless, we've been murdering each other for nothing.
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then start.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
And that's why you're best girl.
Get it, okay? Totally awesome. So help us. I'll do anything.
A peasant begging for his
That
life.
ain't continue shooting her dead corpse.
But I'm sorry to say, that all I want is despair. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against. No argument, no understanding.
Wait, hold on. You've just but there's no real reason for us to
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge.
Until you see it with your own. In other words, you're not unlike If so,
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go out? Well, you better not. Trust me, I'm.
Well, I refuse to give in for the sake of everyone.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about?
I didn't kill anyone.
And that's all it took for you to start.
That's why anyone was murdered here, Pet.
Say what you want about hope.
Hell yes!
No! It's murder! Plain and you stole our memories. It's all your.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote,
What?
you guys so full of hope, and me, I've decided to have you vote. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish it.
It's just.
Oh, but don't worry.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all.
It's okay. Nobody would act.
Oh,
What?
We just...
We'd have to just... She's saying she'll let us live!
If you're not happy with that, then go.
Enter a world fallen from grace.
What are you saying?
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home is gonna... So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an... What?
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
In that case, I pick Hiro. What the heck, man? Well, you're fucking annoying. Fair enough.
And I get to decide. Makoto, you're up!
Me?
You've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. If a single person votes, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of
Chief, on the other hand, you desire to see us.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me, but that's...
Has your resolve? Don't you have faith?
No, it's okay. It would seem
So weird.
Besides, Yoko, you could never... What? I mean, the headman... That's why you trust the least you can...
Kyoko!
One person's just...
So, who do you think's gonna give...
No one. Nobody. We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just... It's time for the final vote.
And you're stupid.
Here we are. My least favorite thing in the entire game.
We won't give up. As long as... We'll never give...
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Don't lose hope now!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means more. So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, I want to keep on living. So that's why. No matter what, the whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore.
We won't give up! As long as there's... Never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is tough. The only reason we're here is thanks to the air purifier.
Don't lose hope now!
Again, I hate this part.
I've been thinking about, and I was thinking, you only get stronger by taking adversity by... That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's which is why yeah!
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided to...
By the way, the arrow outside is totally cool. The only reason we're here is thanks to the air purifier. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come.
Whoa, what the? What was that weird glitchy sound?
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more. Actually, I may not look like it. I always hated school. Hell, no matter how
Well,
still hate it.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided to...
By the way, the arrows, the only reason we're here is thanks to the air pure. Say whatever you want. If I die, the pure, in other words, the communal life you've all been... I can keep on living! As long as I... All of you will have to... You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair...
Don't lose hope now!
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to... It never even crossed my mind that I might give in, but don't misunderstand me.
Even though my family is already gone, I won't give it to the spa!
I just have to keep my word.
Money really isn't anything. Okay, actually it is, but I hate the spa even more.
Besides, the Togami family isn't dead because I'm still alive. So until I can
I'm gonna
restore
give,
the Togami
you know what?
family and bring it
I'm gonna
glory
buy a
never
bunch of
known.
M&Ms and give them all to orphans.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided to.
By the way, the arrows.
Desociation. We all live.
Keep all the- keep on living! All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the master.
So, will you just die?
Is that what?
Don't lose hope now.
I didn't really know my father. But even if we're just connected, he would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. Just because we couldn't. No. So I don't think you. I think you came here. You came here. You came here to. And if that's true.
What the hell are you?
The ultimate hope.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Labeling.
This is it. The moment of truth.
You suck. So uncool. You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you? Your idiocy runs weird. You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. So uncool.
You're unbearable.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
Despair into tomorrow.
Take this!
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the
What's going on? What's happening?
Everything, bitch! Alright, hope, bitch! That's a lot of damage!
Looks like we've reached the end.
We just gotta pull the.
Good.
Let's put an end to these with our own.
Junko.
The hell?
Indeed.
You lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way!
Well, that's
It cannot be! Ah! He said, not accept it! Even the ultimate despair itself is about to unspotted out. What are you trying to find out, eh?
Well, that's just totally the best.
Oh no, she looks horny. Run.
So this is despair.
We came to school 2 years ago, created our brother detail plan. I go, I'm gonna kill my sister for it.
And now true despair. And now
I told you, see, I was desperate. If I'm bored of the world the moment I was born, so I look forward to this. I'm serious. All my class was spared, all my death. I love spirit.
despair. Huh?
Anyway,
Yeah, so despair. Inside is only despair. There I go. Despair awaits you.
Not possible.
Hello. What?
Don't make me repeat myself.
That's it. You no longer feel despair. Because aside. Yeah, that's right. What is it? I cut. Yeah, but cut the dust to the side. Yeah, that's that. Wait, what? Everyone! You said despair is encouraging the seas.
However,
Some kind of hope. And yeah, look at this. True. Kyoko! Stop it! Oh my god, you hate your own fake speaking. We're playing. Hey, y'all hung out the world hope. There's a skin on my nose. Just be warned, from this point on, only this barrel will affect you another way. Where are you anywhere you hide? Only signs of hope. Finding us up to despair. Knowing that, we'll cling onto your hope. Because we... Shut up. Shut up! A rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done, but whatever. I'm almost punishment time, right? Do you really intend to go through with this? You all agree with this, right? Hold on! What are you doing? You have to...
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! How many times do I have to tell you? Don't get in my way! So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful. Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Alright. Juko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment! Goodbye, bitch! Have fun in hell! And when they say to save special punishment for last, they mean it. You're gonna see. Because what you're gonna witness is one of the most insane things you will ever see. The ultimate punishment. 1,000 blows. She over there. The cage of death. Yep, and that she's not butter. The burning of the Blair's House Witch. No decapitation still. That. Blast off. Yep. Space! After school lesson. No sperm teaching this time. Dead. So that's it. We did it. Juko's no more. Emergency override. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Juko and Ishbima, the ultimate despair. High Post Academy. It's all over. Chapter 6. And we got the Monokuma hair tie. Say all over. It's not like building exploded or collapse itself or anything. Well, that kind of anyway for us. Nothing changed. One exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Chico said, they shut them off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilogue. We left the courtroom to make our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. No one made a soul. I felt absent-minded. Epilogue 5.
Hey. Makoto.
So,
Indeed.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave.
I will force you out, ensuring.
In other words,
Yeah, there.
But
Hey, you know, maybe to switch. Hey, self-destruct. You still dumbass.
Yes.
We clear. It's not even having a master. I just think it's energy. I'm so why? Hi, Daddy Scooty. Go outside. Hey, master came here. No!
That's
Should
enough.
baby. Please stop the great honor of anything of comfort.
anyway,
I'm going to give all of my M&Ms I have left to orphans. Even the diabetic ones. Because even they deserve some hope. Damn it.
but
for serious.
Oh, maybe that's our world. We're meant to live. I guess so! And how I put it, unlike the school, worlds are big, right? So big, I'm sure the spirit of it.
in other words,
I'm searching for help, but try and find out if you're needing help.
am I wrong?
There, I don't need to be split it up for me. You know, Juko mentioned one thing or the other. Yes, find out with me. So rebuild the world, rebuild the comic dynasty. Okay, here we go.
you got it.
Hey, something the constitution shop. Are you ready for this one there, eh? Hey, what are you gonna do chops? What donuts? I'll go get the flour and make myself into a flour. I'll grow reedy. I get it now. It is all right. You can build one. Creation. Fate. It's time to remake the world. So, that's my hope.
How about that?
I reached the next stage. Next stage, yes, you know, I got crazy life stories. Let's begin. Yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Thanks, Inessa. Hey, the purple space, buddy. Where can we be at, Hosen?
Makoto.
Yeah, we got here just like impact. But what can you do? There's 3 of us. So small. What do you do? Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
Aww.
If we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
So it's like really spreading, help spreading. As long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. Just like Pandora's box. Oh, I think I know this. So, basically, if you don't know your Greek mythology, so... But don't worry, it does involve hope. Basically, Pandora, the first woman in Greek mythology, was created as like a secret way of punishing Prometheus, who basically Prometheus fire was only like something the gods had, but Prometheus like, here, have fire, you bitches. And well, everyone loved fire a little too much, and so basically, after trying to have his liver be eaten by vultures for all eternity, Heracles did that. Yes, I said Hera, not Hercules. Heracles, the OG. He showed up. Basically, Zeus decided to just make a woman. And, that's when, basically Pandora had a box that they were told not to open. However, one day, basically one day her curiosity got to her and opened the box. Or they also say it was a jar, but a lot of people just call it box because that's where the term Pandora's box comes from. Basically, that box opens and all hell breaks loose. All kinds of fucked up things like disease, famine, plagues, despair were all let out. However, one thing did not leave this box. Hope. Basically, so just like us, just like the students, we were left behind. But now it's open. I'm gonna keep moving forward, put my heart to my heart. Courage. Still have hope. I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open. My hands. Our hands. And oh, there it goes. And that, my friends, was Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Yep. Definitely a big beginning for all things involved. Oh yeah, this music may or may not be copyrighted. I've seen some claims there, but I don't care. Maybe I'll just keep talking and hopefully nothing will be done. But I think my favorite character in this game was obviously Taka for just how over the top he was. I still really, really hated Hifumi for just being extremely annoying. Also Chihiro. Chihiro's adorable. I wish I could give Chihiro a hug. I just really like Chihiro. And Mondo. Mondo was also badass. I really think that as for the survivors, I mean, I used to hate Byakuya, and I still kind of do, but he's grown on me, and I think it's changed from, like, basically just fucking around with to actually, like, wanting to improve more. Actually does this. Jill, obviously best girl, best character in the whole series, best character in the whole game. Unfortunately, Toko. Don't worry, she gets better. Just not yet. As for Hero, I mean, he's funny. Why did he survive? I mean, Yes, here. Well, what am I gonna do after this? Well, first of all, I've got a game to. I've got all that bonus content I've hyped up a lot about. All that Spexy bonus content, which Danganronpa is somewhat famous for. Like a lot of visual novel dating stuff. I might just only do like one playthrough if I can get to the good ending. Like, yes, there's multiple ending. I'll do it there. Now, as I said before, as I asked about on the poll, I'm not gonna be playing this game, Danganronpa 2 just yet. Traitor. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be probably gonna Tango, like the guys who made Hi-Fi Rush. That Tango? Oh well. But yeah, what am I gonna do after this? Well, like I said, you guys asked me to. I'm not gonna be playing this game, playing the sequel right away. I will be playing other games first. I'll be playing something short. I will give you guys a hint. It's a JRPG on the PS2. I'll let you guys go on ahead. Another hint I'll give. I did talk about this game once in a video. You'll see it later. But I will be returning to the world to a world from. I will be going back to Kodaka somewhat soon. Just not Danganronpa. Hope has triumphed over despair. There it is, Spike Tune Soft. And there's Kyoko's nice okay, I sound like a way too horny than I am. You never know what's right. All I need is that crown of succession. Oh, I thought it said Kyoto Ishiwara. I thought it said Kiyotaka. I'm like, oh god, no. And there's Soviet Russia, or vanilla Russia. You took my protein. Beyblade. Spike tunes off, you crazy. And the baseball.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma, and I am this school headmaster.
How are you alive? Seriously, did some kid just walk in here, and play to mess around with it? You received an Easter egg present. Well, it's been fun, but it's midnight. I need to go the fuck to sleep. With that, I must end the episode right here. Like, subscribe, all that spexy stuff. Have a good night!